Hello folks, this is Sullla again, and you're listening to a commentary video for League of Legends, this one featuring me playing as Swain. This is taken from our Tuesday night game night, although it was actually played on Wednesday because I was unavailable on the actual Tuesday. You can see I'm playing with Varus, who's playing as Lee Sin, with Pseudonym, who's playing as Singed, with Terror, who's playing as Kog'Maw, and with Donsky, who's playing as Katarina. Now we're matched up against a number of people who follow this channel on YouTube and joined up to play this game. So you can see Tamagic is playing Poppy, Ubertree is playing Lux, Gaius Centurion is playing Akali, Voltag Aran is playing Ryze, and Diphtheria is playing Lee Sin. It's an interesting name, Diphtheria. As you might have guessed, Lee Sin was free the week that this was being played, so that's why we're going to have the double Lee Sin jungling matchup. And you can see that both Varus and Diphtheria are going to be jungling with Lee Sin, as seems to be the case. People have decided to play him as a jungler. So we'll get started and we'll see how things go. Now, I haven't done a video with Swain before, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to cast this one. I actually do not own Swain. He was also free this week, and I've been meaning to play him. I've never actually played as Swain in a game before, but I have seen other people playing him. When I was watching the DreamHack qualifiers recently, that they were just this past weekend as I record this video, Swain was getting a lot of play in a lot of those games, being used as an ability power carry, AP carry in a whole bunch of games. So saw a lot of people playing Swain, and when he was free this week, I decided I would use one of these practice custom games in order to try him out and see how things go. So a little bit about Swain. He's a caster. He is basically a mage champion. You're going to build him ability power, not attack damage. That's probably pretty basic. Most of you already know that, but I'll just state it in case anyone doesn't know that already. Swain, his role on the team is to be sort of a tanky mage. He doesn't deal a whole lot of burst, so he's not like other mage champs in that regard. As I said, he doesn't really burst people down. He is more damage over time, so that makes him a little bit different than a lot of the other sort of caster champions. And so you're going to want to build him a little more tanky than some of the other mage champs, just so that he can stay alive longer and continue doing that damage over time, which works off of his ultimate, which I'll talk about in a little bit. As far as setting up the game right here, you can see we're hanging out around our blue buff. We're waiting to see if the enemy team would come to team fight us here. It doesn't look like they're going to. You can see a little chatter going on between the two teams here. Nothing too critical for the game. So in any case, I was going to help Varus start blue, but he said he wanted to go to Wolves instead. So with him starting Wolves, I'm just going to back off, and I'm going to head to top lane, and I'm going to start the normal farming progression up here. Actually going to get there a little bit before the minions. I think Terra is sticking around to leash blue in case Varus needs it, but any case, so I'm going to be in the top lane, playing a solo lane top. We are then going to have Terra Incognitus Kog'Maw playing against Voltag Aran's Ryze here in middle lane. Then in bottom lane, Donsky's Katarina and Pseudonym's Singed are going to be playing against Tamagic's Poppy and Gaius Centurion's Akali. And so if you notice, the only two champs I'm missing, their Lee Sin player, Diphtheria, is going to be jungling, and their Lux player, Ubertree, is going to be up here with me. He's a little late getting up here to the top lane, which is a little interesting because he's going to miss out on experience from these first couple minions. See, he's going to miss the experience on all three, or I think he'll get the experience on that last melee minion, but to miss out on missing out on some of them, going to set him just a tiny bit behind here in the lane. Okay, so as far as Swain goes, I'll start by talking about his passive. His passive is called Carrion Renewal. You can see Swain restores mana anytime he kills a unit, so this helps him in his laning phase. He can use his abilities a little bit more freely, and he'll get mana back for killing them. If you notice, anytime I kill a minion, there's a little blue aura around me. It's actually, like right there, see that? It's actually the exact same graphical effect as when Karthus gets mana back using his Defile aura, so Riot just reused the graphics there. But it's the same idea, get mana back when you kill something. So anyway, that's his passive, lets him stay in lane longer, helps him out. Anyway, right there is one of his skills, his Never Move skill, which I called Nevermore in one of the previous videos because I actually thought that's what it was called, and then a whole bunch of people told me that no, it's actually Never Moved. So anyway, that's his W skill, his Never Move. Swain puts marks a target area, and then targets grab hold of enemy units and roots them to the ground. So it's actually a root, not a stun, a little bit differently. They can still respond by auto-attacking when they're rooted, but they just can't move. And I think that they can use abilities as well. They're just rooted to the ground, so they're not stunned, but they can't move. So right there, I am going to dodge that Lux Binding. I'm starting out my combo with Swain's E skill, his Torment, and this is the one that I'm going to level up first. Basically, it's because this causes all of his other skills to do more damage. If you see, he afflicts his target, deals magic damage over time, and the target takes increased damage from Swain's other attacks. So this is the one you want to skill first. Anyway, right there, I'm going to hit on the Never Move Binding. There's the Torment, and then I'm going to Ignite, going to Flash to get in another auto attack, and that's going to get me a kill there. Probably didn't need to flash. I think the Ignite would have finished off Uber Tree, but I wanted to make sure I got that. First blood is worth a lot in this game, and being ahead in this lane is going to help me out quite a bit. Anyway, so just to finish going through and talking a little bit more about Swain's skills, you can see Diphtheria, their jungler, has come up here to cover the lane. Exactly the right thing to do. Want to make sure this experience doesn't go to waste here as I push the tower. Anyway, as I said, I've been leveling Swain's E skill first, his Torment, because it deals good magic damage over time. It deals pretty good damage. It also has the best AP ratio of his skills. This one has, I think, a 0.8 or 0.9, something like that. So a good ratio, deals magic damage over time, and increases the damage from his other skills. So you might as well skill this one first. Then secondly, I'm going to skill his Never Move skill. I put 1 point in it here, and I'll give it second skilling priority after Torment. And then his Q skill, which I haven't talked about, is called Decrepify. Decrepify, a favorite skill of mine from Diablo 2, for those of you who might have played Necromancers in that game. But Decrepify, similar idea in this game. He sets his Raven to slow an enemy. There it is, right there. You can see it's his slow. You can see sets his Raven to cripple enemy, deals damage over time, deals magic damage over time, and slows. However, the weakness of Swain's Q skill is that you can break it just by walking away from it. So that's why we give this the lowest skilling priority. We skill it last, because even though the slow is really nice, people can just walk away from it, and then it stops dealing its extra damage. So not that useful. Anyway, there's the Torment. There's the Never Move. Let's see, gonna go in here again, and I don't know why I don't use my Decrepify. For some reason, I didn't use it there. I have no idea why. If I had used it, I might have been able to get another kill there. So anyway, I did get in some good harass, but I didn't get off my full combo. Then Swain's ultimate is called Ravenous Flock. It turns him into a giant raven, and you'll probably see me using it right here. You can see transforms into a raven during this time. Up to 3 lesser ravens strike out at nearby enemies. Each raven deals 50 magic damage and heals Swain for half that amount. So this is where he gets his lifesteal. Here it is, so right there. So if you watch my character, you can see I'm getting all this life back, and I use it. So when you turn on Swain's ultimate, he will be dealing magic damage to everybody around him, and he'll be stealing that back for himself. So really nice skill. It allows you to become really tanky. You just start life leeching off of everyone around you in a team fight. So really good. And there I'm going to get binded again. Not so good. But I'm going to walk out of the binding. There's the Q to slow. And there's the Never Move. Almost going to hit on it. Uber Tree does not walk into it. So won that round of harass again. Alright, as I was saying, Swain's ultimate allows him to just sustain himself. Now, the trade-off is it does the cost to maintain his Raven form. You can see increases by 5 mana each second. So you don't want to run it for too long, but if you turn it on for, you know, 2 or 3, maybe like 3 seconds in lane, he can heal up super fast. So, like, even though we just harassed, now, thanks to my ultimate, I'm right back up close to full again. There's the Never Move. Gonna go in there, use my ultimate, and that's going to be another kill there on poor Uber Tree. And then this minion wave is going to push to that tower, going to be eaten by the tower, and he's going to miss out on all that golden experience. So, having gotten 2 kills, having pushed this minion wave up close to the tower, I'm going to use this opportunity to go back and purchase and convert those kills that I've gotten and those minions into gold. So what am I going to get on this first trip back? I'm going to pick up a Catalyst. That's one of the reasons why I went the Sapphire Crystal first. I wanted to turn it into a Catalyst. Pick up Boots, a Sight Ward, and 3 health potions. And that's a pretty nice starting buy there. It's going to help me out quite a bit in the lane. One thing I could have done in theory is I could have picked up a Null Magic Mantle as well, because Lux is all magic damage, and that would have helped me in the lane and then turn into Merc Treads later on. But I decided, wasn't really thinking about that. It probably would have been a better buy just to help out. Anyway, in middle lane, Varus ganking mid is able to get a kill on the Rise player, Voltag Aran, and Terra Incognita is going to help out there. So we're going to score another kill there in mid. Unfortunately, missed out on that one. It would have been bugged anyway because you can't see the health bars here on the replay. So now back to the lane again, but you can see as a result of those 2 early kills, I'm now very far ahead. It's not just the kills, although of course getting first blood hands me 400 extra gold, which is really nice. It's not just the kills though, it's also the fact that when Uber Tree died, he missed out on all that experience. The tower ate a lot of his experience, and now I have a leveling advantage. And now I'm going to go into my zone. If those of you who saw I did this with a Caitlyn video, like once you get ahead, you start zoning them in lane. Lux is pretty tough to zone because she has so much range. She can use her skills to start farming. But I will be able to deny Uber Tree quite a bit. Like right here, I'm going to go in. There's the Torment. There's the Decrepify. There's the Never Move. And I'm going to get in a lot of damage here. You can see here comes Varus going in, trying to go for that kill, but just didn't feel comfortable diving that. Probably could have gotten the kill. I did have Flash and Ignite up, but decided not to go for that. Instead, going to back off and continue farming these minions. And of course, Uber Tree is going to miss out on experience. If I can keep the lane the minion wave like right here, he really can't get experience or gold. It looks like he went back, I think, not 100% sure. He probably went back, so any minions that die are here right now. Oh no, he didn't. I guess he stayed here. So I guess he did stick around. So oh well, he just popped the health button, stick around. But you can see there's the Torment once more. There's the Laserbird coming in, and you can just see how much damage that deals. When I combo Torment, which does what, 195 magic damage, and then into Decrepify. Well, Decrepify doesn't do that much damage because it's still level 1, but I do get the slowing effect. So again, both of these skills damage over time. You can see this one's Torment's damage over time, Decrepify's damage over time, his ultimate is damage over time. So again, Swain's not going to burst people down. He's not like Annie, he's not like Vigar, he's not going to take someone down instantly, but he's able to sustain himself in lane really, really well. He's able to sustain himself in team fights. So when you build him a little bit tankier than other mages, and you just take advantage of the fact that once he pops his ult, it's going to be really tough for other people to kill him. That's the idea there. Okay, so here, going in, trying to get some harass here, I'm doing a little bit more of a dive, and honestly, that really didn't go well. I didn't play that one well at all. I didn't really get in that much harass on Uber Tree, but I have full mana, so with Swain, you can always convert mana into health. Or I would, but I'm getting ganked here. I actually missed this, but my teammates pinged it, so I'm going to flash. Diphtheria is igniting me, but I'm heading back. With my ult running, I'm life-stealing a lot. You can see getting a whole lot of life-steal back. And so with that and use of my flash, I'm going to be okay, and I'm going to be able to make it out of here. It didn't hurt either that Uber Tree was pretty much all out of mana, so he was limited in what he could do. So nice gank by Diphtheria. Even though I had the ward and I should have seen it coming, I was focusing on the tower up here, so I actually did miss it. But my teammates were there, they actually pinged it, and as soon as they pinged it, I saw it. And had to use flash, so that's still a good jungle gank if Diphtheria gets me to burn my flash. So still a nice job, but was able to escape. And he's doing exactly what he should be doing too, is when your solo lanes get behind like this, you need to start ganking to try to help them out. But unfortunately, not enough on that particular case. And then we were able to score another kill in middle lane. You can see Terra was able to clean up that extra kill. And now I'm going to go into my zone again. I'm going to start zoning Diphtheria back as well. So just going to make it so it's difficult for him to farm, try to deny him a little bit of experience. Unfortunately, I'm not last hitting these minions all that well. I mean, I am pretty far ahead. I'm ahead 63 to 15 in terms of minion kills. So I'm clearly ahead, clearly winning this lane. And they're going to miss on the never move, and look at that. Just a terrible job of trying to dodge that light binding. I am really bad at dodging these skill shots sometimes. Just walk right into them. I don't know why that is. Just need more practice, I guess. But should have been able to dodge some of this. Anyway, there we go. There's the never move. Almost able to hit on it. And Uber Tree doing a nice job of shielding himself. But he's having to spend so much mana, like protecting himself, that he's having a lot of trouble farming here. You can see he's not really getting that many minions. And right there, what did I say before? Right into the light binding. So not too good, guys, not too good. But right there, gonna hit on the never move, and here we go. There's the torment, there's the Q, there's the ignite coming in, and that's gonna be enough to get the kill. So I'm just far ahead enough that I can dive at the tower, and you can see how much life my ult is healing me for. Anyway, getting another kill in middle lane, was able to kill the Akali player on the other team, Gaius Centurion. Didn't see the details of that. I was watching that play up in top lane. But in any case, oh, here comes Diphtheria. He's trying to gank me. But I had a feeling, even though I didn't have a ward here, I had a feeling he'd be coming for me. Like that he would see me diving at the tower and he would come up here to try to help out. So I just sort of felt that there would be pressure coming. So I decided to go back and back out. I was able to get out safely. Anyway, I had 1,900 gold. Or 1,600 gold, so I'm going to turn most of that into a needlessly large rod, and then also pick up a sight ward. Don't have enough for another health potion, but I do have my ult, so that I should be in pretty good shape. I do want another ward over here, just to give me a little bit more map sight, help protect me from ganks. Anyway, there's a fight going on over here in mid. It looks like you can see Uber Tree has come over here to the middle lane. He's not gone top, so he is over here. You can see Varus is pushing this tower. But they're going to go in. Gaius is going to go in right there. Going to Shadow Dance in. Uber Tree trying to hit on that light binding. Diphtheria coming in as well. And let's see. Yeah, right there they are going to finish off Varus. So a nice 3-man gank right there in middle lane. Going to be enough to score a kill. And it looks like they're going to be able to make it out in safety without Terra being able to do too much. Anyway, so I've just gone back to top. I'm taking advantage of this time to try to do a little bit of free farming. Going to miss that minion though, so that's not too good. I do have the most minion kills in the game, 72. A little below where I should be. Ideally, I'd be right around 100 at this point in time if I were like a pro player. So you can see that's sort of the difference between me and someone who's genuinely really good at this game. The difference of about 25 minion kills here, because if you've been watching, I've been missing some. The really good players can zone someone out of getting a golden experience and also still get every minion kill. And that's just something that takes practice, skill to game. And right there, I'm going to try my combo. I use Torment. I use the Decrepify. I missed on the Never Move. If I had hit on Never Move, I probably could have dived and tried to get that kill, but couldn't get it with Uber Tree being able to back out. So anyway, I think I'm going to use my ultimate again just to try to heal up here, or maybe not 100% sure. I do get back mana every time I kill minions. Here I can look to dive, but instead I'm just going to get caught by a light binding and take a whole bunch of harassment for no real reason. So that's not too good. That was another bad play. What did I say about these light bindings? I am not doing a good job of dodging them. Terror, though, doing a nice job in mid. He goes 1 for 1 with Diphtheria there. He's going to score the kill, and then there goes the Kog'Maw ultimate. He's just going to detonate in lane. Anyway, I am healing up in lane here. Again, anytime you have mana with Swain, you can use it to heal yourself. And there, I'm a little slow on breaking off from the ultimate. Anyway, Varus was doing the blue buff, and we decided we would like to pass it on me because blue buff is really good on Swain. I was a little slow in getting down here, though, because the pathfinding. I started to walk around this way, and then Swain went this way. I could have corrected that, but I wasn't paying close attention. I was sort of looking at the blue buff. Should have done a better job. Oh well. So now I have blue buff, which means that I have infinite mana, and I have almost max cooldown reduction. Almost, not quite. Which means that now I can spam my ultimate like no tomorrow. Anyway, I'm going to flash in there, and there I'm going to hit on the Never Move, and here comes the ultimate, and that's going to be a kill right there. Uber Tree coming out just a little bit away from his tower. And honestly, he didn't even make a mistake there. It's not his fault. He's just fallen too far behind. I've snowballed to a point where I'm too strong, where he can't farm anymore. And so, I mean, not his fault, but just the instant he came away from the safety of his tower, you know, I come in, I flash in, I use my Q, use my Torment into my Decrepify to slow him, then throw down a Never Move so he can't get away, pop on my ultimate, and just like that, he's dead. And there's, like I said, there's just not much he can do. Anyway, gonna miss on the Never Move there, but I do get off the other two parts of my combo and get in some harass here. Again, Swain's ability just to sustain himself in lane over and over again, as long as he has blue buff, just makes him, you know, incredibly irritating to fight against. It's a lot like laning against a Vlad. I mean, Swain's different because he's a little bit tankier. He also does use mana, unlike Vlad, who has this weird health, hemoglobin stuff, whatever. But similar idea. It's just you sustain yourself in lane. Anyway, there, miss on Never Move. I was trying to keep Uber Tree back away from these minions, so going to make it tough for him to farm them, and he's only going to get 1 minion kill there. And just look how far this has snowballed. I have 96 minion kills, Uber Tree only has 23, and of course I'm 4-0 and he's 0-4. So again, he's just too far behind at this point. You can see he doesn't even have a Catalyst, while I have Catalyst and Needlessly Large Rod. I also have 4 levels up on him, so there's just not much he can do. Anyway, going to hit on the Never Move there, but I'm getting ganked here by a Voltag Aran, so I can't really go in on that. I'm going to get off the other 2 parts of my combo here. Just, again, healing for so much every time I pop that ult. And there, I tossed down Never Move. If Voltag had chased me into that Never Move, I think I could have killed him, but he backed off, and so not going to be able to get the kill. And then with 2 of them up defending the tower, I was like, okay, I'll just go back to base here. Might as well go ahead and go back to base and buy. No reason to chase into the tower when there's 2 of them there defending. No reason to take bad odds and try to fight a 2-on-1. Anyway, down here in bottom lane, you can see Pseudonym Downsky have been pushing on this tower to magic. Looks like he's low, I think. I don't know how accurate this is. And there comes a teleport coming in. Voltag going to teleport in. Over here, Diphtheria fighting against Varus and Terror. Let's see if they can manage to get this kill. They do have visibility due to the Kog'Maw ultimate that has dropped down on him. But I don't think they're going to manage to chase him. Don't think they're going to manage to chase him down. I don't think that it would be a good idea to try to dash in between those 2 towers. Okay, anyway, my blue's almost up, but I have managed to go back to base. I picked up a Blasting Wand, and I picked up another Sight Ward, and a couple of health pots. So, still feeling pretty strong at this point in time. Oh, I guess they were able to get a kill. Varus going into the jungle there. So, just as long as I can keep this warded, I feel pretty safe about continuing to farm up here. Oh, you saw we were able to get middle tower there. I think Terror was able to take it down. Now, right here, did Varus hit on that Q, Lee Sin Q? I don't think he hit. I think otherwise he would have gone in. And right there, oh, doing a lot of damage, and there we go. Going to get that kill there. And Donsky is going to get another kill in bottom lane. Another fight going on down here. Donsky and Pseudonym fighting. So our team is just doing good stuff all over the map, and I'm taking advantage of this moment to push this tower because their team wasn't up here. So going to get that tower. Going to get the global gold for the rest of the team. You can see Varus is hanging around over here too. And normally this wouldn't be a safe place to farm, but I feel okay right now just because Varus is over here. I do have a little assistance, and just going to I'm gonna do my best to farm these. Now Varus getting hit with a light binding there, taking some damage. Here comes Diphtheria. So there's the exhaust, gonna come in here just to try to help out. There's the never move, and right there Diphtheria going to dash back to the rest of the team. I did ignite him there, but it looks like he's gonna manage to get out. I got him very low. If he were just there by himself, I could definitely ult him at tower. But with 3 members of their team being here, I really can't go in. So just gonna back off here and not play this too crazy. Again, when you get ahead, you can see 12-3. We're well ahead in kills. Don't do crazy stuff like trying to dive a tower when 3 of them are there. Just back off, play it safe. And there I see Gaius running around. I know he's in the area, and Voltag is here, and Diphtheria is here. So yeah, let's just back out of that. Gonna toss down the never move, and they're gonna have to back off. So 3 of them in top lane. That means that I really need to just back off and not be right here so that 3 of them can fight me. So again, this sight ward doing work. Nice job, sight ward, keeping me alive. So Dragon is back up. We're gonna rotate over to down to the river to try to get Dragon, and meanwhile I'm going to shift over here to mid. You can see top lane is fine, it can take care of itself, so I'm going to come here mid and I'm going to hold this lane while the other 4 members of our team do Dragon. And if they go to try to challenge that Dragon, I can go join them. But you can see looks like they don't have a ward at Dragon because they're over here, and they're more interested in pushing this lane. So anyway, we can counter gank this. If you see, we have 4 members of our team coming up. There's only 3 of them here, so we're ready to go in here. I'm going to throw down the never move. I'm going to hit on Gaius, so we're going to trap him there. We're going to get kicked back by Lee Sin, and right there we're just doing so much damage. Going to burst down Voltag, and here comes Diphtheria. Are we going to be able to chase him down? And he's in a really bad spot here. 5 members of our team. Let's see, can he manage to get out of it? Going to throw down never move, but he's going to juke back the other way, and right there, right here, there we go. I knew that I got that kill. I was just waiting for it to go off. I actually get that kill due to my Torment going off on him. Damage over time. Well, it was either Torment or Decrepify. One of my skills doing damage over time. I know it looked like nothing was even touching him and he just died for some reason, but that was my skills, again, dealing that damage over time. Anyway, again, in these fights, I'm just so tanky with my lifesteal. I can just stand here and tank tower shots, and it really doesn't even matter because I'm just going to heal right back up to full. So anyway, we're gonna take this. Uber Tree actually doing a nice job defending this here, hitting on that binding on Varus, using his ultimate right there, doing a good job, but just not much he can do. We're gonna take down the tower, gonna miss on that never move, but I am gonna hit the slow on Gaius, and then we're gonna continue bursting him down, and my Ravens are gonna finish him off there. So nice job, little guys. Nice job to finish him off and get that kill. So I'm gonna score another kill for my sixth kill of the match, and I still have another 2,400 gold that I'm gonna go back and convert into items. Right after I get this minion wave top, you can see huge minion wave pushing top. Want to get this farm. It's worth a lot of experience. It's worth a lot of gold. This should probably put me over to level 16. This much gold here. I'm missing some of it. There we go. Want to make sure I get there for that cannon minion, especially since they're worth the most. Anyway, never move plus Raven ultimate, and you can just see how much gold I'm getting. There it is. Gonna turn it off just for a second and continue killing up these minions. Right here, going to use Never Move to help out in farming, and yep, there we go. Now I've got level 16, and take a look at what my ultimate's doing. You can see each Raven's dealing 90 plus 26, so I guess almost just a little short of 120 magic damage, and healing me for half that amount. And of course, there are 3 of the Ravens, so if you multiply that, let's see, 120 times 3, 360 roughly, and so I'm getting back, I don't know, what would half of that be? I'm getting back about 180 every second, just in terms of heal. So in terms of playing against Swain, if there's a Swain on the other enemy team, if he gets fed, if he gets a lot of kills, a lot of minion kills, it's really tough to deal with Swain to begin with. But if you are up against a Swain who gets really strong, what you have to take is this, Ignite. You have to Ignite Swain to shut down his healing. Otherwise, he will just lifesteal so much during team fights, he'll be almost impossible to kill. So if you have an Ignite, you really want to use it on... You really want to use it on Swain, if at all possible. Otherwise, it's just like Mundo. You kind of have to ignite him. Otherwise, his ult just heals him forever. Anyway, we have a team fight coming in here. You can see Uber Tree and Gaius getting caught in a bad position right there. Gaius going to flash. Is he going to be able to get out of this? While Pseudonym gets a kill in Uber Tree. Voltag Arn teleporting to a ward right in the middle of our team. A little dangerous right there. Let's see if he's going to be able to do what he's going to be able to do here. It looks like he's just trying to run away. I think that Gaius was able to get out of that because I don't see him. Looks like he managed to escape. So still chasing Voltag. He's still trying to get out of here. Looks like that wasn't the best spot to teleport into because he's just been running away the whole time. Anyway, I'm still over here. I'm trying to get into the fight, but I have a very long walk because I still only have the level 1 boots right now. Anyway, continuing to chase. There's a flash after Diphtheria. Is Terror going to be able to finish him off? There's an exhaust coming in. No, doesn't look like he's going to be able to get him. Meanwhile, I am coming over here, and I'm going to try to approach from a different direction. There's the never move. I'm actually going to miss on it, but I'm going to use my combo onto Magic. There's the Ignite coming in, and I think the Ignite's going to finish him off. There we go. So going to finish him off with that Ignite. And that's just due to the fact that he's underleveled. Tamagic is only level 10 and I'm level 16, so that's just a horrible mismatch. Even my Ignite deals, let's see, 20 damage per level, reduces 20 damage per level, so level 16, that's what, 360 plus 50, so about 400 damage. So Ignite adding quite a bit to my combo. Anyway, with Tamagic dead and us just being so much stronger than their team, we're going to head over here. We're going to go for Baron. You can see we're using our skills. I'm rotating my ult on and off. Can't just run it the whole time or else you use too much mana, but there we go. Nice attempt at a laser steal from Ubertree. I mean, he almost had that timing down. We almost managed to get that, but I think it was blind. I don't know if they had visibility or not, so we were able to take that Baron, and now we're going to be even further ahead. Anyway, here it was going to go in, but then I saw two members of their team. I might be able to 2v1 them here. I mean, I actually might be that strong, but again, with us being ahead, it's just silly. If I die, they get a ton of gold off of killing me because I think I almost have legendary status. What is it? I think 8 kills is legendary status, so no reason to hand them, you know, like 600 or 700 gold or whatever for them killing me in a stupid fight. Let's just go back, heal up, and buy. Before, on my previous trips back, I finished a death cap. I had the blasting wand and I had the needlessly large rod, so I had that for the previous fight. Then I decided to turn my catalyst into a Banshee's Veil. Again, I was thinking of going for a Rod of Ages when I got the catalyst, but I just decided that I wanted the extra magic resist. You can see I only had 30 magic resist. That takes me up to 80. That's a lot better. Their team also had a lot of magic damage. They have Lux, they have Akali, they have Rise. That's a lot of magic damage coming in. You can see Poppy even has a Sheen. So a fair amount of magic damage from their team. I wanted the extra magic resist. I want to build tanky. Now that I've gotten so far in front of the enemy team, if I build tanky, I'll be in good shape. And then finally, I also bought a blue pot, a blue elixir, and I drank it. So 309 ability power. Pretty good. I mean, you can do better, of course, if you go Majai's or whatever, but I'm pretty strong right now. I've got a lot of health, got a lot of armor and magic resist. Anyway, nice kick back into the middle of our team. I think that was a Lee Sin kick. It was either a Lee Sin kick or a Singe toss, but just throwing back into the middle of our team. Nothing they can do. And there, Donsky is going to take down Voltag with that Katarina Death Lotus. I threw down the never move, but I don't think it even mattered. I think that poor Voltag just died before it even went off. So we take mid tower. We're going to take mid inhib. The safe play at this point, would be to back off and take this side level tower, but we're just so much stronger than their team at this point. We're just going to go for the Nexus, try to finish it off here. Again, for those of you watching, this is actually not the safer play. The safer play is to back off and push side lanes, but we're just going to go for this because we're pretty far ahead, trying to finish off the game. There we go. I'm actually going to tank like 8 shots from those 2 towers, but again, I'm really strong. I can turn on my ultimate again, and I'll just be able to heal that damage right back up. So anyway, there we go. We're gonna come in here for this team fight here. There's the never move. We're gonna get that kill on Gaius. I think that Pseudonym is gonna get the kill. And look who's at full health again. I'm right back at full health thanks to my ultimate. I don't think that they've been able to ignite me even once. Anyway, right there, Voltag is gonna get repositioned by Pseudonym. He was in the never move, and right here, gonna finish off the game, and that's gonna be it. And you can even see Gaius saying just so much damage. So yeah, that game in the end wasn't all that close. Just a short game. Wanted to highlight Swain a little bit. So let's look at the stats and wrap this up. Alright, here you can see the numbers. Finished 804, had a really strong game, did have the most minion kills in game. 160 in 27 minutes is quite good, I'd say. I mean, again, the pros would be over 200 at this point, but for someone at our level, I think that's pretty good. Swain is pretty easy to farm with, especially once you get fed, you can just start popping your ultimate, and it'll just start killing the minions for you. Just a strong game for our whole team all around. You can see really good numbers on pretty much everyone. Terror had a great game in mid. You can see he came ahead 6-1 in mid. Donsky and Pseudonym 6-0 combined down in bottom lane with a whole bunch of assists. Just really strong all the way around. And Varus had the weakest game of any of us, and that's just because I think he's I think that he has never played Lee Sin before in the jungle. On the other team, just falling behind early. Again, once you get behind, it's just so hard to catch back up again. The game snowballs, and once you're ahead, if you play smart, you just get further ahead. And our team didn't really make any mistakes once we got ahead. We just stayed further ahead, took neutral buffs, and managed to keep the snowball rolling to the point where we got further ahead. And that's just what happens in this game if you play things correctly. I did think that Diphtheria played a pretty good jungle Lee Sin. If you could see, he had 2 of the 3 kills on their team. I think that in some ways he outplayed Varus in the jungle. His stats just don't look as good because his team was behind. So anyway, as far as this game goes, just trying to demonstrate Swain. I mean, this is far from the greatest game. I know it wasn't really that close. Trying to show off another champion, trying to show off the gameplay. So I hope you'll understand if it wasn't like a super close, super intense match that went down to the last minute. Just trying to show off some different champs. I do want to buy Swain if he's ever on sale as a champion. Do have the riot points to pick him up, so we'll see. In the meantime, just continue getting IP, and maybe I'll pick him up later. He is a fun champ to play because he's different than a lot of the other mages with his damage over time and tankiness as opposed to being a burst caster. Anyway, so once again, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'll have more stuff up soon. So take care, guys. I'll see you all later.